Alrighty folks, one key feature on our A-frame on the Go Play travel trailer is that we opted in for an elongated A-frame. Being elongated means that it's slightly longer than other competitive builds out there, and the reason why we wanted something a bit longer is that it's going to give you more flexibility when it comes to your turning radius. You'll be able to make sharper turns with a slightly longer A-frame. A shorter, fatter A-frame simply means that your turning radius isn't as tight, which means you're going to require more pivots, a wider radius, so more room in order to get your rig into position. Another big reason why we opted in for an elongated A-frame is because we recognize that a lot of people who are towing stick and tin trailers are not necessarily experienced towers, and the likelihood of a jackknifing situation with an elongated A-frame is much less than that of with a shorter, fatter A-frame. All right, folks, we're gonna start with the A-frame at the very tip and just move our way back. So first and foremost, the ball. It's a 2 5/16 inch ball right at the tip. Next, safety chains. I got two 7,500 pound rated safety chains. That's two for a comprehensive total of 15,000 pounds worth of safety chains. Very important. Right here you see a picture of a gentleman who was dangling off a massive gorge. What saved his life? Safety chains. Don't skimp out on your safety chains. Propane. All right, folks, on all the Go Play Tandem axles, we got a dual propane setup with two 30-pound cans, okay? That's a comprehensive total 60 pounds of propane on board. That's a ton of propane, gonna keep you very warm amidst extended season camping. One more feature on my propane setup here, folks, is an auto change regulator. So, auto change regulator are fantastic because gone are the days when I gotta get up in the middle of the night in my skimpies and huddle out here and switch this can to this can manually. No bueno, I don't have to do it anymore with the auto change regulator. It's gonna automatically regulate propane levels and switch over to the other can once I've drained the first can. Great feature. Moving back behind my propane, I've got two battery bay beams that you see right here, folks. Now, big whoop, right? Well, let me tell you what these things do, okay? Battery bay beams, this is where my batteries sit while this thing is in transit, okay? Now you're getting something on the Go Play that you might not otherwise get on a competitive brand, which is under-welded battery bay beams, okay? Now that's a huge plus because consider the amount of rigor and vibrations that this thing is sustaining as it travels down the highway, right? I mean, we're talking earthquake level vibrations, folks. And any sort of battery bay that's appended to my A-frame via like screws, nuts, or bolts, that's going to require consistent and routine maintenance, tightening those components up to make sure that my batteries aren't going to just tail off in the middle of the highway, which could be a huge problem, not only for you, but for everyone else on the road, okay? So it's just as much a safety feature as it is a functional piece of the A-frame.
Oh, hold up there a second, pal. We forgot to mention one thing. Power tongue jack. 12-volt power, so it runs directly off the batteries. Plus, if it were to go out, so your batteries go dead, because it does happen, there's a manual override right under this little lip here. Pop out this cap, use your jack crank it back down, crank it back up, whichever have you. Never going to be stranded out here. Now, with a single axle trailers, you do have a manual crank, but the manual crank always works, guys. So, big plus in the Go Play travel trailers. You do have that. Single axles do not, but again, big plus. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jake. Now, folks, we're back here on the off-door side of the camper to show you our little docking station on the Go Play travel trailer. Now, this sucker's pretty robust, pretty unique. Let me show you what we've got going on here. All right, so you see various components here. And what I love about this wet bay is that it's kind of like a centralized wet bay. I got a lot of my wet components in a centralized location for my ease of use and convenience, okay? So, first and foremost, outdoor shower. So if you've got a little handheld spigot or what have you to hook up right here, you can do that super easy, super quick with a little tippet there. You got hot and cold water on this outdoor shower. That's pretty sweet. Next, I've got a black tank flush, folks. That's fantastic, especially on a conventional stick and tin travel trailer. Next, we got our city water connection here. But is it just city water? Oh no, there's more. So city water connection, you'll notice this little blue valve up here, folks. So, you see this little diagram? Here you see tank fill, here you see city. Right now my valve is in the city water position. So when I connect, let's say I'm camping at a spot, right, with full hookups, I've got water, everything, I'm gonna switch that valve over to city, connect in my hose, and that's gonna run water, that's gonna pipe it directly to all my outlets on board, my sink in the bathroom, sink in the kitchen, shower, toilet, and so forth. Very simple. Now let's say I'm leaving from my campsite with hookups and I'm gonna go spend a couple days in the mountain. Well, in order to do that, I gotta fill my fresh tank, right? So what's great about this is that this inlet is piped to your city water hookups, but also to your fresh tank fill. So I just switch over that valve, I leave my hose in there, leave the water on, and now I'm filling my fresh tank. One-step process, super easy, super convenient. Why isn't everyone doing it, right?
What up, guys? Moving to the rear of the trailer, there's a couple accessories that I'd really like to talk about. One, on-the-go ladder receiver from Lippert. We decided to go with a detachable ladder. Why? Because there's less holes in the camper. You'd have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, some extra holes in the camper that you just don't need. Number two, it is a telescopic ladder, so you can move it, you can use it putting up bear bags, you can use it for putting the teepee tents in the air that sit 10 feet off the ground, you can use it for slack lines, you can use it for all sorts of stuff, you can use it for roof maintenance. Plus, when this thing is not up here, it's a big safety feature for your kids crawling up there, jumping off, or someone that you don't want up there, period. So it's kind of nice to have this detachable ladder. Now, this does not come standard on the Go Play. This part does, but the ladder itself does not. You have to order that through your dealership or through lippert.com. So, awesome feature, guys. The next feature I want to talk about is the camera prep. So, rear backup camera prep on all of our Go Play travel trailers. You can get the Furrion backup camera set up at the dealership. You can call it in, have it set up, buy it online, however you want to do it. You can set up at your dealership. I highly recommend that because it could cause warranty issues if you do it yourself. But big plus on that. I'm from Nebraska, been backing up trailers my whole life. It is a nice feature to have, so you should probably get one. This may not seem like a big feature, guys, but the fact that it's on here and prepped and ready to go is a big deal. A lot of places are going to be decontenting, a lot of manufacturers are decontenting and not put that up there. So you're going to back up right into this Harley right here. No bueno. Jeff would be very mad. What is something that everyone likes to do when you're camping? Grilling. A lot of people use the Blackstone griddles or the Greystone griddles nowadays. Well, we have a place to port right in and grill right out your back door. So it'll be a perfect little spot. Have these on all our Go Play travel trailers. Good spot, good thing to do. Awesome for you. Next step on the exterior, solid steps. And we have grip tape on them. So you drop this thing down, I can hop on this. I'm not gonna wake up anybody in the camper when I'm going in and out late at night. Not gonna wake up the kids. This is a great little feature. Plus, if they get wet, you have the grip tape in here. So that's super nice, and they're adjustable. So you can, if you're on a weird level space, you can kind of level it out for yourself. Next, easy grab handle. Folds in for travel, comes out, helps you back up. Super nice little feature. When you're using your camper, you're gonna be outside, but just because you're outside and camping doesn't mean you don't wanna watch the football game. So, we thought of that. 110 outlets, gotta have that. Marine grade speakers, gotta have those. Sorry, this and that one way over there, I can't reach it. Also, it gets hot when you're camping. You're not gonna be outside if it's 30 degrees outside. Some people aren't, I would, because I like fire in 30 degrees. But we put as big of an awning on all of our travel trailers as we could. So this thing's gonna go all the way out, cover you up, make it real nice for your tailgating Saturdays. Now, if you're like me and like tent camping, you can rough it, wash off in the street. But if you're not like me, 6-gallon gas electric water heater, baby. You can shower up, if one goes out, you got the other goes out, you got the one. So, gas electric, either or, you got power for both days. Tried and true method. That's why we went for the Go Play gas electric water heater. Huge feature that we have on our Go Play travel trailers. This is not a common feature, but these little wires right here, this thing means it is prepped for an 1800 watt inverter. Almost unheard of in travel trailer segment, especially the stick and tin segment. So what does that do for you? It changes battery power, 12 volt, into 110 power. So this works for 2 outlets and then 2 other things. So you have the TV and microwave, and then outlet around the bedroom, and an outlet either in the rear living space or the kitchen, depending on which floor plan you have. But that gives you that extra off-the-grid style package, right? You can put this in here, put the 1800 watt inverter in here, get a little more power. If you want more batteries to last a little longer, you can do so, or upgrade those to even lithium powered. It's an awesome feature that you don't normally see in the stick and tin segment. So big plus on the Go Play travel trailers.
Alrighty folks, adding to our exterior accessories, up here on the roof, we have got our solar prep inlet port. So this is where you would hook up your solar panels should you decide to get some solar panels. Now remember, you are fully solar prepped on this guy. So fully solar prepped to add up to 600 watts of solar, fully solar prepped to add your 30 watt solar charge controller, and then you're also fully inverter prepped, right? So if you wanted to get that added measure of flexibility during your off-road adventures or during your boondocking adventures, you can more than easily install up to an 1800 watt inverter on board. So fully solar prepped, fully inverter prepped. All right, folks, adding to our exterior accessories, here on the roof, I've got a 13.5 thousand, that's 13,500 BTU Coleman Mach AC system. And what's fantastic about the Go Play series is that is standard across the board, okay? So that is more than enough BTUs, that is more than enough AC power to be able to cool down this 26-foot coach. But I get the same AC unit on my 18-foot Go Play travel trailer. So on the 180 BHS, I get the same 13.5 thousand BTU Coleman Mach AC as I do on this 26-foot coach. So that's a huge plus. Moving on, this little round guy, this is what you call a Winegard Air 360. Now, this is essentially an omnidirectional TV antenna, okay, when you're out there camping. Now, what's great about this is that it's fully upgradable. So should you decide to install what's called a Winegard gateway and then maybe rig that sucker up with like a cellular SIM card, you can essentially turn this omnidirectional TV antenna into a roaming hotspot for Wi-Fi. So really cool feature here, folks. Not just the omnidirectional TV antenna for when you want to enjoy some basic channels while camping, but then if you want to upgrade to that roaming Wi-Fi hotspot, you've got all the tech already pre-installed to do so.